York. It's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New England Patriots. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Buffalo Bills. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by a late signee this year. Their 31-year-old quarterback, it's Cam Newton.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going on the ground, it's White, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Myers. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
1st down, New England.
They'll run with White. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be design runs as well as his scrambles.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it with White. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this 1st quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle to Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, New England.
From the gun, here's Newton. That's caught by Hollister. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To the air again, Newton. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Newton throwing again. And he's going to keep it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
3rd and 3.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From midfield, here's Allen. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. The open man is Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. They knocked it free.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And again, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Demir Bird returning it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. We have hit half. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Going for it on fourth down, Allen, and that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pick up there.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Allen will try again on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on fourth down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from third and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Zach Moss, Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year a season ago. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Singletary again. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
To Jacoby Myers. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 1st down, here's White. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there on a 1st down again. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Marquise Lee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And here come the Bills. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. Just a little bit. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Patriots,
yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this,